Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. If you are new here, hi, my name is Precious and you're absolutely welcome to my family. Please do go through my channel, and if you like my type of content, please consider subscribing, okay? And if you are a returning subscriber, my OG, my love, thank you so much for stopping by once again to watch me on this channel. I really love and appreciate you. God bless you for me. All right guys, today's video is going to be one of my enlightening videos. Yes, today we are going to be talking about female genital mutilation. And the last time I did a video like this talking about ancient practices that were against women, I got a lot of positive feedback. I talked about ancient widowhood practices, and a lot of people came back to say thank you, because these kinds of videos are not rampant on the internet. So they came back to say thank you for giving them materials for their projects and for giving them the information they needed for their thesis or stuff like that. So I just came back from church and I decided to just sit here and film another one of those type of videos for you guys, because I feel like it is an information you guys need to know. Okay, so this clothes and this beauty cannot waste today, so I'm here to film a video on female genital mutilation. Okay, so guys, let's get started with the video. Female genital mutilation or female circumcision is a non-medical practice that is done to totally or partially remove the female genital organs. Okay, it is a non-medical practice, like I said, so it does not have any health benefits or any medical benefits. It is medically unnecessary. Okay, and it is not taught in any medical school, so it is mostly performed by non-professionals. It is mostly performed by non-professionals, by village nurses or by traditionalists. Okay, so it does not have any medical benefits. They use razors, they use scissors, they use pieces of glass, they even use different types of things that you can even think of, different types of sharp objects to remove the female genital organs. Okay, and most times these practices are done as traditional rituals. It is done based on tradition and based on culture and as a ritual. Okay, there are different reasons why different cultures do this this female genital mutilation ritual or female circumcision. Most people do it because they think that it's going to prevent a woman from being promiscuous, or they think that it's going to control a woman's sexual urge, or it's going to control a woman's sexuality and prevent her from exploring sex in different ways and just preserve her virginity. That is why most cultures do that. So sometimes if you don't do it to your daughter, it will just be seen that you don't want your daughter to turn out responsible, you want her to become a sex addict, and it is just abnormal for a woman to like sex like that. So they just cut off your genital organs so that you don't have any part of your body that is sensitive to touch or sensitive to sexual urges. That is why some cultures do that. Also, sometimes they do it as a means of preparing you for marriage. Yes, they do it so that you'll be pure to your husband and so that you will not cheat in your marriage. Sometimes they do it as a means of preparing you for marriage, and also sometimes some cultures also do it as a means of as a coming of age ritual. Sometimes they do it as a coming of age ritual, like to initiate you into womanhood or something like that. So they just cut off your genitals to initiate you into womanhood. Okay, after that you're supposed to pee after. When they circumcise you as a womanhood initiation, you are required to pee after 4 hours, and then your legs will be tied together for 14 days, and after that a party will be thrown for you to welcome you into womanhood. That is so unnecessary. It is so unnecessary, guys. A lot of people don't even do it for any reason. Some cultures just do it as, they don't do it for any reason, any tangible reason, just because, oh, they have been doing it to other people, so they have to do it to you too. Some people just do it because they have done it to their moms, so they have to do it to their daughter as well. No reason at all, so that you will be accepted in the community. Because, you know, if all of your friends have been circumcised and you have not been circumcised, they'll start laughing at you, or they'll start ridiculing you, and you'll not be accepted in the community, so they just have to circumcise you as well. Just imagine. Just imagine. Gosh, that is so unnecessary. It does not have any health benefits, and there are actually 4 different types of female circumcision. The first type is clitoridectomy, where your clitoris is removed. The second type is excision, where your clitoris and your labia is removed. The third type is infibulation, where your vaginal opening is stitched or sealed. So they just narrow your vaginal opening by stitching it or by sealing it with something. Or the fourth type of female circumcision, where it does not involve any of these first 3 I just mentioned. Piercing, incision, a lot of scraping, stretching, piercing, just to remove the female genital organ. Sometimes they even pour acid on the genitals to remove that area. Just imagine the level of pain that exposes a female to. Sometimes it is done when a woman is less than 5 years old, or when a girl child is less than 5 years old, while in other traditions it is done when a woman is above 18 or when she's coming of age. So different traditions do this at different times for their girls, and it is preposterous. Okay, it is violation of human rights, it is violence against the female child, and it is human abuse, it is child abuse, it is all types of abuse. And you're doing these things against these women, against their consents, especially if it is done when they are still babies. When they are still babies, they don't have any, they don't give you their consent. You don't have any permission to do that to them, but you're doing it to them against their will, against their consent. And even if they are above 18 years old, you're still doing it to them against their consent. They just have to oblige because it's tradition, or because it is what people say that they should do to be accepted in the community. Do you get? It is violation of human rights, you guys, and it exposes these women or these girl children to different types of harm. Instead of being beneficial, it exposes them to harm. There is danger of hemorrhage, which is excessive bleeding. They can have menstruation issues, development issues, childbirth issues, urination issues. It can give them lots of complications to their urinary and reproductive system, and they can also have mental issues, mental damage, PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome. They can have low self-esteem, because I mean, every other person, every other woman around you is complete except you. You are missing some parts of your body. So it can give you low self-esteem. It can also give you scar tissue. It can give you keloid, which is scar tissue. That place starts swelling and you have bumps and different kinds of infections as well. You can have different kinds of infections because that place is hidden, basically. So it is not even exposed to aid proper wound healing. Also, your legs have to be tied for 14 good days, so no air is even getting to that place to help your wound heal. So you are exposed to infections, you're exposed to different types of challenges. You might not even be able to walk for months. You might not be able to walk for months because of the pain, the excess pain that comes from that. I cannot even imagine. Imagine pouring acid on your genitals to remove, for what? For what? For crying out loud. Come on. That is brutalization of the girl child. Okay? And it is totally unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Although it has been made illegal in different countries and it has been declared as a human rights abuse, it has been federally and nationwide declared as a human rights abuse, it is still being practiced in some countries like Somalia, like Singapore, like Indonesia, Ethiopia, and all these countries, even Egypt. It is still practiced silently in these countries because of tradition and all whatnot. Also, it is not even a religious practice because it is not mentioned in the Bible, neither is it mentioned in the Quran. None of the religious books support it. Okay, so it is not even religious. It does not have any religious backing. So why do we need to keep doing this? That is why every woman is supposed to be a feminist. Okay, this is what feminism is supposed to fight against. All these girl child violations, this is what feminism is supposed to be fighting against, not irrelevant things like who should do the dishes or who should throw away the trash. That is why every woman should be a feminist. Yes, every woman should be a feminist. But our society of today has made it seem like a feminist is a controversial woman that is stubborn, that hates men. No. That is not what feminism is. Feminism is fighting against women violation and fighting for women's rights, fighting for human rights of the women. Yes, I'm fighting for equality of sexes so that if you do the same thing that a man is doing, you'll be accorded the same respect as a man, not any less respect. If you do the same work that a man is doing, you should be paid the same wage. That is what feminism is basically about. Female education, female awareness, female empowerment, not misandry. Misandry is outright hatred for men. So if you are a woman and you outrightly hate men, go to your bio and remove feminist from there. You are not a feminist, you are a misandrist, okay? Hatred for men is not feminism. Feminism is concentrated on other more important issues that are violating humans, that are violating the peace of women in the society. Feminists are supposed to ensure that every woman in every part of the world is living peacefully and is living without any challenges. Do you get? That is what feminism is supposed to be about. So I don't like the fact that whenever they ask me if I'm a feminist, I always say no, or I always say it's contextual, because the society has painted feminists as troublesome people, which is not supposed to be. Okay, feminism is supposed to fight against things like this, and there are different ways that I think that this female genital mutilation can be curbed in our society. First off, women should be educated, okay? They should be educated on the dangers of this female circumcision. Like, they should be told on the health dangers that this circumcision has against them. They should also be told on the signs to look out for when they are about to be circumcised and how to call for help. Okay, when you see that your mom is taking you to a secluded area and you see that the signpost says female genital mutilation, you should be able to call for help. You should have hotlines that you can call for somebody to come out and help you. Also, survivors of these people that have survived this circumcision, this female circumcision or this female genital mutilation, should also come out to talk, to educate people. They should come out and air their views on this issue. They should come out and create awareness for the younger generation, so that they don't also fall victim. Okay, that is how you empower women. Also, religious leaders are really respected in the society, and as this practice is not encouraged by the Bible or by the Quran, it is not encouraged by any of the religious books, the religious leaders should be made to speak against these things, okay, so that people stop practicing it. Like, once your pastor or once your imam says something against this, most people will just stop practicing it because they have talked against it. Okay, so religious leaders should be made to talk against these preposterous practices against women. Okay, another way that this practice can be curbed is to make laws and legal policies against it. Okay, ever since that this practice has been made a human rights abuse, I haven't seen anybody that has been prosecuted for it. So you should actually be on the lookout for people that violate these laws. It should be made an offense, it should be made a crime, so that once somebody is caught with an evidence, the person is prosecuted, the person is punished, so that other people can be able to stop doing it. After seeing that it's a serious crime, it's a serious offense, other people will be discouraged from doing it. Okay, and also ancient traditions and cultures should be reviewed. Okay, the cultures and traditions are made for man, not man for the traditions and cultures. So these ancient practices and cultures that are against women, that are violating women's rights, should be reviewed. They can be reviewed and changed to benefit women, or to prevent all of these ancient practices that are against women, that are violating women. Okay, also you can also medicalize this practice, okay, because sometimes a woman can have cancer that will require her genitals to be removed. So the only time that a woman's genitals should be removed is when it is done by a professional medical practitioner. It should not be done by any roadside village nurse or by any traditionalist. It should be medicalized, so that only doctors are licensed to mutilate somebody only when it is necessary, or only when it has health benefits. So I hope I've been able to make sense with this video. I don't know, even if it seems like I've been rambling, so I hope I'll be able to make sense, and I hope you've learned one or two things from this video. Do well to like, subscribe, comment and share to get more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Okay, until then, take care of yourself. I love you so much. Bye.